they got a lot more idle time. They got a lot more time to get dressed and pick up a baller. And what might happen is the person they pick up might be your baller. So now,
Hey y'all, it's Brooke Monique. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day because I have a very special guest. This is Donte.
round of applause for yourself, not me.
Yeah.
Chop, chop, chop. Woo! This is Donte. What else should I say?
What would you like to say?
That was it.
That's it?
Just Donte.
Okay. Donte has a really cool business called Words of Wisdome.
Donte helps operate a headwear company.
Yes.
Where basically, we just create these hats and put positive affirmation on it because simply we need positivity to be more common. So you can wear what's on your mind. Check it out. .com.
Awesome. So today we're going to be doing basically a conversation where we're going to address stereotypes of men and women. It's called the opposite sex. Because obviously we are opposite sexes.
This is true. She's definitely different.
So we're just going to get right into it.
All right. So being a gentleman, chivalry is not dead.
Definitely.
So ladies first. So what I'm going to do is ask the question and she's going to answer it. That's
To the
going to be
best of my
awesome.
ability.
So why are women overly emotional?
I think it's two things. The first thing would be basically just our hormones, and because obviously all women have a time of the month, and at that time your hormones are raging, you're overly sensitive to things. So I think that's one of the main reasons. Another reason I think women are emotional is because we just put so much effort into things, especially I think relationships. And then when someone just tries to act like you weren't really doing everything you were doing, kind of makes you want to just...
Look at him, whoever that guy is, talk to him. Cause I didn't do whatever you're talking about, but...
It just makes you want to, just go off.
Go off. And who does that help? Just out of curiosity.
Sometimes expressing yourself helps you, because once you get it off your chest, if you hold in emotions, it's not always the best scenario.
Okay.
So being able to just get that off and know that the person heard you, well, hope that they heard you and understood where you were coming from helps most times. But I think what would be most effective would be to remove yourself.
Okay.
If you're in a situation that's evoking those kind of emotions, which are negative, because you could get arrested. A lot of things could happen. So
the reason that women are overly emotional is hormones and the fact that you feel unappreciated?
Disrespect.
Oh, disrespect.
That's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Why don't men take care of their children?
Why don't men take care of children? It's actually a shame.
It is.
It's a shame. And honestly, you want the truth or you want a YouTube answer?
The truth.
The truth.
For
Got
sure.
you. So the reason that men don't take care of their children is because you guys don't make us. That's really the truth. So people can only get away with what you let them get away with. And a lot of times, honestly, women, and especially in black inner city communities, it's more common for the single parent households, right? I mean, I was in a single parent household, and it's it's normal. And it's normalized because we kind of expect the men to just leave. So with that expectation, when it happens, it isn't even shocking anymore. And it only happens because you all let us. So not only do you all let us leave, because at the end of the day, women have this I gotta do what I gotta do anyway, which is true, but it's equally true for somebody who helped you bring the child into the world. And I think the other reason that men don't take care of children is because their friends let them. So if you got a friend that isn't like taking care of their responsibilities, and you condone it, you letting them chill with you letting them hang with you, without checking up and like, hey, did you spend time with your folks? Did you do this? And they don't really inquire or ask, then they kind of condoning the fact that they aren't around.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna keep happening until people like, nah. Like, you should be able to cut people off. Like, if you my friend, you can't even hang with me if you don't take care of your kids. It's not even an option.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason you should be hanging. First of all, I'm not really trying to hang with a whole bunch of dudes. But with the gang, if you're not taking care of your children, why are you even just trying to chill? Like, this time could be used with them. So, short answer, y'all let us do it.
Okay, I have another question.
Wow, it is not on the paper. That is
No,
not
it's
on
the
the
same
paper.
thing though.
Okay.
Why don't they want to?
Why don't they want to? The truth or YouTube response?
The truth again.
The
please.
truth again. Systematically, I think there are a lot of things that you got to take into account, because it's not necessarily that they don't want to. It's just that we weren't taught. Because like a lot of our parents were taken out of the home early on, especially with like the crime bills and the drug laws, and they literally were taking like black men out of the homes in droves.
Yeah.
And with that, if nobody's there to take care of the children, how could you? And then over time, it's become the thing where they're absent because originally they were in jail. Now they're just absent because they can be.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that they don't want to, but it's like they weren't shown how to, and it's like a system at this point. Unfortunate events.
Very unfortunate.
But yeah, I got y'all holding it down for all the men across the world. All right,
We
so
appreciate you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a question that probably plagues every man's mind about the opposite sex, but like, why do y'all take so long to get ready? Why we're going down the street? Why does it take you longer to get dressed than it does to get to the destination?
I think it's really just based off of society's pressure for women. Like the pressure that they put on women to always look nice, to always be...
Wow, you taking it there?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because men just care about looks and...
Yeah, why do y'all take so long to get ready?
Okay, so... I think in a lot of scenarios, men want the person they're with to just be fine. It doesn't matter if she can talk. It doesn't matter if she knows what 2 + 2 is. If she's fine and just beautiful, then that's all that matters. So when women feel this way, they just think that's the most important thing, is I have to just look nice. If I make sure I'm on 10 at all times, I can walk down the street and just catch a baller. So, but really that also comes back to women as well, because if I don't think we should want to be with someone that's the main thing that they're worried about.
Yeah, and
But I think that's what happens.
is that the only reason you all take so long?
I personally don't take long to get ready. So
But you're speaking for women. So
yeah, but I'm trying based off of my observation.
So what about, do you ever observe all these pictures y'all take in the process of getting dressed and videos they make?
Because once you look nice, you want to share it.
That can take a whole nother hour.
I don't think so. Maybe. I mean, I really think men should just appreciate it.
Appreciate waiting and missing reservations?
That's happened.
It happens. I mean, if you take a long time to get ready, the goal is usually to leave out at a certain time. Y'all never meet that certain time.
That I don't agree with. Because I have friends that take a long time to get ready and they do their makeup and all that kind of stuff, but they just start, like if we're going to leave at 7, they'll start at 3.
I need to meet your friend.
Doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be late.
A punctual party goer. But
I mean,
it could be.
it's because they want to look nice. That's a simple answer. They're trying to
I
be
don't like it. Look nice.
snatched. It takes time.
And
Which is why I don't do my makeup because I don't have patience.
But it's either you got it or you don't. It shouldn't take that much time to look nice.
It's perspective.
Yeah.
Because I think people look nice how they are. Everybody's beautiful in their own way.
What she said.
Like how you came out the womb.
Boom.
Beautiful.
Boom.
Handsome. It's all there. But I also think makeup is beautiful.
I mean, shout out.
So it's just what you want to do. And if you're going to take a long time to get ready, find a man that doesn't care. That's all, because they're out there.
AKA not me. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Gotta go. I'll bring you something back. There's that.
Okay.
The next question for the guys.
Cheaters.
Was that the next one?
Yes. Why are all men dogs?
Wow. Okay. Well.
Please. The truth.
The truth. Why are all men dogs? I will. I'll blame this on the population. The population. It's the population's fault.
What?
So we all know it's billions of people on the planet.
Uh-huh.
And we also know, just from a numerical standpoint, there are a lot more women than men. We just talking numbers. We just talking numbers here.
Okay.
So at one point it was like 8-1. 8-1. So that meant if every one man could have 8 women. We just talking numbers. I'm not saying.
I'm listening.
I'm not saying this is, I'm just talking numbers. That means, let's say if each man was married, right? With an 8-1 ratio. It's 7 lonely women out here.
That's their problem.
No, but 7 out of each group of 8. That's like 80-something%.
Okay.
So, like, they got a lot more out of time. They got a lot more time to get dressed and pick up a baller. And what might happen is the person they pick up might be your baller. So now it's just conflict of interest. And truthfully, I just think it's too many women, man. Men are already like these I don't know, it's like an animal nature sometimes. Like, you could be attracted to the opposite sex, clearly. And then you just keep saying people you're attracted to. It's like, oh, I like her. I like her. What's up, Bree? What's up, Keith? That's what happens. I think he was thinking what we thinking. And
we?
Men.
Okay.
Just talking for the men out there. Gotcha.
Okay.
But all men aren't dogs. But the ones that are, I would give them that. And then it's a lot of faithful dudes, man. It's a lot of great dudes out here. I personally know a lot of friends that hold it down.
Really?
Against all odds. Against the Instagram DMs, against everything that comes your way as a attractive male. And they aren't all dogs, but the ones that are outlining the population, the ones that aren't, I would say keep looking, because there's a lot of good dudes. And honestly, y'all look past them. Yep, y'all look past the good dudes. Y'all look past the good dudes. That's the problem. That's why men are dogs, because y'all look past...
What?
Because y'all look past the good ones. So, it's kind of like karma. Y'all heard of karma?
Okay.
When you look past the good one, right? It was a guy that's gonna treat you right, do everything, but you like, this ain't what I want. You want that. And then you go get that, and then that probably wants you, but he want Bree, and he want Key, and he want Lisa. So then he want all 3, and you over here looking crazy, but you just left him stranded. But that's your karma, because you left a good dude over there, and then you got stuck with DJ Chose.
We're never stuck.
I mean, with it only being 1 for 8, y'all are stuck. The options are limited unless we start populating more men. Or y'all start liking each other. And then it won't be called opposite sex.
That's already an option.
No, but seriously, that's an option as well. Love who you love, man. Have at it. But
for sure.
That's my take on why all men are dogs. I don't think they are. But the ones that are, I understand. Why? Shout out to Issa Rae. Are women so insecure?
I really think this starts in the crib. Because if you have someone from the time that you're a child telling you that you're amazing, you're beautiful, you can do no wrong, don't let these men try to play you. You're the apple at the top of the tree, as my dad likes to say.
Okay.
You have it within you, so then when you're older and you're dealing with different things and different men, different dogs, like you just have to, if someone shows you how to love yourself, then I think you will be less insecure. So my answer to the question is, women didn't have someone building them up when they were children, and probably mainly a male figure, because if you have a male figure, then that gives you basically the blueprint of how you're supposed to be treated, because you see how they're treating the women in their life, that you see how they're treating you, how they're telling you should be treated, what you're worth. So if you don't have that, then the first person that comes along and tells you you're cute, you're just wide open, and then when they punch you in your face or do something or cheat on you, then you're like, I don't really know if this is supposed to be happening or not, because you didn't have a guide.
So basically, you all, well, the women that are insecure, they kind of just lack that parental structure to let them know that they are like beautiful and don't deserve to just settle and all that type of stuff.
I think that would be like extreme cases, because even if you did have that kind of guidance, I'm sure people still experience insecurities in different avenues, but I think it definitely helps you overcome your insecurities. Like, everyone has them, I think, I would assume, but it's your coping mechanism that was taught to you. Like, we're feeling this way, but you don't have to sit in it. Like, you can move on, push forward. You don't have to, like, drown in it.
Yeah. Okay. Shout out to all the secure and insecure women.
Yes.
We need y'all.
It's a work in progress. Okay, why don't men know how to communicate? Why aren't they willing to?
Why don't men know how to communicate? I think it kind of mimics what you just said, though. It's taught. It's something you learn in the house. And let's just say I've never been communicated to properly or well. How in the hell am I going to communicate properly? If I never learned it, how would I know how to do it? And it's a difference between like seeing something and learning it. Like, those are two completely different things. So you can observe something and try to mimic what you're seeing, and it may work. But it's completely different from somebody teaching you, like, no, this is how you do this, this is how you do it, and you actually learn it. And I think that's the difference, because some people really never learn how to communicate. Even if somebody in their house, or, you know, one of their parents or relatives or siblings were great communicators, they didn't really teach them how to do it. All you're doing is, like, just trying to wing it. Like, you see it, but you're just winging it. You don't really know how to do it. So, yeah, I don't think a lot of men are taught how to communicate. And it's because men aren't allowed, or men aren't encouraged to be vulnerable. Y'all don't let us be vulnerable. Women might be like, oh, baby, tell me what's on your heart. But as a whole, when you come outside, the moment you express how you feel, you weak, you soft.
Yeah.
So now it's like, all right, let me keep this shield up, because if I'm looked at as vulnerable, then I could be taken advantage of. Nobody wants to be taken advantage of. I don't think any human or living being wants to be taken advantage of. So you shut off communication, because you know if you do communicate, which involves expressing how you feel mostly, it gives people the power and the leverage to do what they want with your feelings, in a sense. So that's why men just be like, man, I'm good.
It's really unfortunate.
It's really unfortunate. Not healthy at all, but here we are today.
Yep.
But communication is important for men and women.
Definitely.
I think it's a human thing.
For sure.
And women don't really get along with each other. So that's the question. Why don't women get along with each other? Because I always hear, I don't hang with women. I don't hang with women. What's up with that?
I think that goes back to your numbers deal,
Okay, give me some numbers. Give me some numbers.
where there aren't as many men as women.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of
So
a
you agree with the
competition.
numbers?
Yeah, I
Ah,
agree with the statistics.
okay.
So it's just a competition. Like, don't really want a whole bunch of women around your man.
Mm.
Because there's definitely some out there that will try to snatch him up. And if you can snatch him, you can have him. It's not, there's no smoke, but that's something. We weren't taught how to, maybe. We didn't have siblings. I have an older sister, so it was always like we were building each other up based off of how my parents raised us.
Mm-hmm.
So with women, I'm kind of the same way. Like, you look so pretty.
Mm.
Like, aw, you're doing great. Keep it up. So maybe that's where that comes from. If you don't have, you didn't have that kind of relationship growing up. I really think everything has to do with how you were raised.
About it.
Honestly, like your perception on things. And then lucky people get older and then they learn things, they educate themselves, and they're able to either set themselves apart or continue the cycle. But the majority of the time, I think.
But what if you were like raised a certain way, but your experiences are different? So they teach you all this stuff in the house, but you go outside and experience something completely different.
Which
what you think
usually
on
happens.
Trump? That's what happens majority of the time for sure. So like.
But the way you react to like situations, I think, is based off of what you were taught.
For sure. Like, which one? How would you keep intact what you were raised to do with, like, a full real life example right in your face? That's the challenge I think people face.
Yeah, every day.
Because if my experiences are different when I'm outside, then, yeah, I was taught this, but, like, I'm thinking on the fly. I'm thinking, like, when you learning something or when you being taught, it's, like, scenario driven. It's not, like, in the heat of the moment, a lot of that common sense, all those thoughts kind of
go right out the window.
So, you know, I think you can be raised well and still experience something completely different. So outside, what you were raised to do won't even click.
Yeah.
And that's where the drama starts.
Exactly. So you just gotta do something.
Yeah, do something. What she said.
That's it.
I'm with her.
Don't freeze.
Fight or flight.
If you do freeze, just defrost.
Okay, and then get to it. Got it.
Exactly.
Noted.
Okay. This is my personal favorite.
Wow. That's very interesting.
Why do y'all lie for no reason?
I
felt that one.
You mind if I ask why that's your favorite?
Because I really would like to know.
Where
do they come from? Where do all the lies?
Do they lie for no reason?
They just flip right in. Now
Fellas. Why do we lie for no reason? Honestly, when men lie, alright, so I can speak from like a child's perspective.
Okay.
So when I used to lie, it was because I didn't want to get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if I lie, I'm about to have to suffer this consequence. Or if I tell the truth, I'm going to have to. Because like, a lie is usually trying to protect, you know, the truth, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, I don't want to get in trouble for whatever I wasn't supposed to do that I did. I just don't get in trouble for it. As I got older, that switched because like, who the hell I'm getting in trouble from? Like, what we doing? Like, what are you gonna do? But from a relationship standpoint, yeah, it's kind of that thing. I can't say it's that thing where you say you want your cake and eat it too. Mm-hmm. Cause like, aren't you supposed to eat your cake? Like, so you can't have your cake and eat it too. But it is like men try to, because men be doing some nonsense. Mm-hmm. We understand that. We know that.
Exactly.
But let's say if even a guy, you know, cheated, and his girlfriend was like, all right, did you cheat? And there you have a moment of truth where it's like, all right, well, do I say yeah? Or do I say, I don't know what you're talking about. And in that moment, you might lie, one, because you don't want to lose her. Because it is real. Y'all can just be like, later, dude. Not dealing with that. Or you want to protect their feelings. And it's kind of counterproductive because if you really want to protect their feelings, you wouldn't have done it in the beginning. But, we talked about hormones at the very beginning. That's a real thing. Dopamine, all them other scientific words. When certain people get in certain situations, especially when it's like getting sexual, all them common sense thoughts and what you would do, all the rationality is gone.
Okay.
All you thinking about is here's my prey and let's feast. And it's very unfortunate. So honestly, that, so like you can try not to hurt her feelings in advance, but if you do something that hurt her feelings, when people lie, it's like, I don't want to hurt her feelings. And to keep it a buck, y'all don't really want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. And this...
Because we already know the truth.
Is no. Because it's like... I don't know. It's like y'all be like the audacity. It's like you ask for the truth and then you say it and it's like you just so confused. It's like you asked me to tell you the truth. And yeah, so it's either just trying to protect y'all feelings or to not lose you. There's really no other reason to lie. And it's like not like a no reason. Because sometimes, let's say, like dudes will even lie about being in a relationship. And it's like, why they just make up that lie? Because maybe the girl who asked you about it just inquiring, and she might not really care if you do or don't. Or she might care, but at that moment, they still didn't want to miss the opportunity.
Yeah.
So, that's why I mean lie. Not trying to miss no shots out here. Count it!
I can't.
Yeah, but
I can't do it.
That's the truth.
Too much.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I don't got wings.
Fine.
No. So, that's all we have, guys.
All right.
4 questions. Opposite sex. It's the opposite.
In and out of there.
Yeah.
If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. And subscribe.
Gotta subscribe. Brooke Monique. Tune in. Check her out. Oh, happy damn shoulder work. Ooh, y'all seen it.
See ya.
Well.